Welcome Pisces to this month's Tarotscope reading for the month of December 2015. This reading is for you if your sun, moon, or rising signs are in the sign of Pisces. So I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling here. Of course, I have already extensively shuffled to really mix the cards up well and to shake off any energy from past readings. So my purpose here in this shuffle is to let the appropriate cards for you, Pisces, come up to the top of my deck. As I'm shuffling here, I'm continuing to focus on the energy of the sign of Pisces, strengthening that connection, and really acting as a conduit for you to know when these cards have made their way to the top of my deck. I'm just waiting for some sort of intuitive guidance. Sometimes I hear something, maybe I see something. Sometimes I just know. Now, if I was doing this reading for you in person individually, or maybe even over Skype, I would actually have you let me know when to stop shuffling. Now, of course, since I'm doing a recorded video and it's a more general reading for the sign of Pisces, I'm really just connecting to your energy and using that connection and allowing the information to come through me to know when to stop shuffling. All right, so the first card that we're going to look at is how you're feeling heading into this month. So how you're feeling currently heading into this month of December. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like you've been working really hard lately, that there's been projects that you've wanted to accomplish and you're almost there. It's almost like you're in the final stretch. I think you're starting to feel a little fatigued though, because I think you have been pushing yourself harder than maybe what is realistic. I feel that you are not really respecting your limitations. And this is one of the reasons that this final piece of the puzzle is really hard to work on right now, because you're so fatigued and your body is saying, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can continue. So taking a moment to really tune into your body and tune into the messages that it's sending you, I think is really important for you right now in this moment, Pisces, and especially as we head into this new month of December. Really taking the time to check in with yourself and understanding that balance is necessary, that it's okay if there's one pentacle remaining when it turns 2016. I feel like you're using this month of December, the fact that it's the last month of the year, as a deadline that you're enforcing on yourself. And is it really causing you more stress than it is good? Maybe a question to reflect on. So card number 2 is your general forecast for the month ahead. So your general forecast, Pisces, for the month of December. And we have the moon. And this is all about really connecting with your unconscious and really connecting with those messages that come from your unconscious. Specifically, I think for you, Pisces, in the form of bodily sensations. I think that your body is sending you a lot of intuitive messages at this time, and they will continue to get louder as we move into December. It's really up to you to decide whether you want to listen or not, because the messages will come no matter what, and they'll only grow louder if you turn the other cheek. So for you, Pisces, it's really important to take that time, whether it's through creative expression or meditation or however you make that connection with your inner being, indulging in that activity, letting yourself be fully immersed in that activity and really looking to see what messages come through it for you. Looking to see what you can learn about yourself from this expression, from this connection. And understanding that maybe this deadline that you've set for yourself to accomplish these goals by the end of the year, maybe they aren't realistic. And maybe you know that. Maybe your body knows that. Maybe your intuition and your higher self knows that. So it's really up to you and working with your ego to decide what path, what course of action you want to take at this time. So card number 3 is your upcoming challenges for this month ahead. And 3, we have the 3 of Cups. I feel that you're really craving connection with others at this time. That you're really looking outwards to satisfy this craving. And I think that while this is definitely valid and that there's so much you can learn from connecting with others, that it's really imperative that you make that connection with yourself first. I think you're looking to others to help solve your issues or to help fill that hole that you might feel inside of you. However, I think it's important to recognize that if you yourself do not help you, how can others help you? And how can you help others? I think you really enjoy being in this kind of group because you share and you work off each other's energies. And you find yourself inspired by these other people. And while that is so beautiful and community is so important, I think for you the challenge is to recognize that I come first, that you come first, that you need to love you, that you need to honor yourself and your limitations and your needs. The need for rest and the need for contemplation, the need for a time to really let yourself process, that is an important need. And I think balancing that need with your expectations of yourself and what you think you should do, I think that's really important, and it is going to be a challenge. I mean, this card is coming up in the upcoming challenges position. Really drawing a line in the sand, so to speak, and practicing saying no. Practicing saying no when you can feel it in your body that you need to say no. And being okay with that, releasing guilt about that, releasing resentment about that. Accepting that it's okay to say no. Accepting that you can't do it all. You just can't. And I think it's something that's really, it's starting to take a major toll on your body. Card number 4 is your good fortune, blessings, and abundance. So this is all the beautiful, beautiful things coming your way in the month of December. And we have the Knight of Swords. I think your blessing and your good fortune is that there will be times where you do need to work hard this month. You have many projects on the go right now. You have many things that you really want to accomplish. So I think it's really about setting priorities this month, really deciding which projects, which things you really want to focus on, because when you need it, this energy, this hardworking energy is available to you. And that's the blessing this month, is that you will be able to accomplish some of the things that you want to do. And notice that I say some, because if you try to do it all, you will find yourself worn out. You will find yourself broken. This energy is inside of you, yet it's only enough for a certain amount of things. It's only enough for certain projects. It's only enough for certain experiences. So really setting your priorities. What do you really want to accomplish this month? What is really important to you? When you find yourself struggling with this question, it might help you to do some sort of journaling or meditation action, or as we talked about, however you make that connection with your inner being, with your higher self. Whether it's art or dance or singing or whatever it is for you, it's different for everybody. So using that to help you figure out what your priorities are. And once you do that, you'll have the energy available to really give it your all. Really give the things that you have made your priorities, giving those things your all. So that's the blessing, is that yes, your body is starting to really take a toll on your body. However, there is still that little bit of energy that's inside of you that will help you get through this month. There is that fighting spirit inside of you. But it needs to be directed towards the things that are really your top priority, that are really the things that matter the most. Card number 5 is this month's lesson. So if you've watched my videos before, you know that I'm really big on lessons and learning. I truly believe that every situation, every scenario, every opportunity that we find ourselves in is an opportunity for learning, an opportunity for growth and for expansion. I like to tell people that Earth is a school, and we've come into this physical lifetime as students. So Pisces, what are your lessons this month as you go through these experiences? What can you learn from them? And we have the Two of Wands. I feel like this really deeply connects to this idea of setting your priorities. I feel like this is a card of choice for you. Choice A or choice B. I see each one of the wands as a choice for you. And you're holding this globe in your hand, and you're really looking it over, and you're contemplating. You're really thinking about it, and what do I really want out of life? What do I really want to accomplish? What do I really want to do? What are my motivations for trying to do so much? I feel like there's going to be a lot of self-reflection this month, and a lot of really figuring out who you truly are and figuring out what your authentic self wants and desires. And I do feel like intuitively you already know the answers to this, because one of your hand is already on one of these wands. So you've really already made your decision, but it's almost like you need to justify it now. You need to explain to your logical mind, to your ego, why you've made this decision intuitively already. So I think that's really the big lesson this month, is really becoming consciously aware of why you do the things you do, becoming consciously aware of the decisions that you've made and the motivations that you have, and becoming consciously aware of what's really actually important to you so that you can direct conscious attention towards it. And that's that Knight of Swords energy there. Yes, you have that drive inside of you, but there's limited amounts of it, which is normal. I mean, we're human beings. And for you, I think it's about delegating this energy and directing it towards what really matters to you the most. So this concludes your reading for the month of December 2015. If you're interested in a personalized reading, please take a look at my Etsy. The link is in the description below.